Maya makes us feel me rumor torte. You know what this means? Me and mine, you and yours. Me rumor torte Maya. See, that's the definition of Maya. The best definition. See, the Maya defines so many shastras, right? Everywhere. Avyaktanamni, Paramesha Shakti, and all. In different places, Maya is defined. But the best definition of Maya, working definition of Maya is to be found right there in Tulsi Ramayana in Aranyakand. But me arumor torte. This feeling of me and mine and you and yours. But this computer is mine. And that one is yours. Yours is outdated. Mine is the latest model. This feeling of mine. So people come into this world taken over totally by this Maya. But Kaivalya Swarupa, the one who realizes oneness, there is no me and mine, everything is one. That is the meaning of this name. There is no such thing as me and mine, you and yours, and all that kind of thing. We are all one. There is only one thing in the universe, Kaivalya Swarupa. He has realized that. So that name comes like that, okay? Alright. Now, when we left it last night, we are seeing chapter 2, and we are coming to the end of this chapter 2. Now, let's see, I will tell you. Sanjayati kama atma vashye videyatma prasadamati gacchati prasade sarva dukkhana haniyasya upajayate nasti buddhira yuktasya. We have to see from 266. We have to see from there today. Okay? Let's chant this 266 and then we'll see introduction, review, recap and introduction and all that to 266. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, 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 Nasti Buddhira Yuktasya Nachayuktasya Bhavana, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Nacha Bhavayata Shantihi Ashantasya Buddha Sukham, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, 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 Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. There, Arjuna is suffering from the regular disease, malady, which all of us suffer from. That is called delusion. And because of that delusion and ignorance are one and same actually. Ignorance leads to delusion. Ignorance is there, we don't know it. We cannot put our finger on ignorance, but the offshoot of ignorance, the product of ignorance is delusion. So that we know, deluded. So Arjuna is deluded. And that delusion leads to so many problems. And so the only solution, the panacea for this eternal malady of human beings is really Atma Jnana, what you call as knowledge of the absolute reality, enlightenment, salvation, liberation, or whatever name, nirvana you want to call that. That is the only solution really. There is no other solution for this. I mean, human beings like short-term solutions. There might be some short-term solutions and all that kind of thing, right? And they have all types. If you're ignorant, and then that leads to delusion, and the delusion leads to sorrow, and you have all of the misery in your life, right? But some people have all sorts of solution to that. You're miserable, so some people drink your head out, and when you lose your mind, well, you will be miserable. You're happy to buy. You stand outside the road and singing Pinchi Leke Panchi. You're happy. But what will happen with that happiness? Next day when you get up, you're miserable again. Right? And you're more miserable because all your money gone too. So this is what happens, but with short-term solutions. So the real solution for all of this is Atma Jnana. And please remember I'm using Atma Jnana for liberation, moksha, mukti and all that kind of thing, right? Enlightenment. That is the solution which is being presented by Bhagavan Shri Krishna. And for that, a person has to really take up a spiritual life. You can't have one leg in this boat and one leg in that boat. If you have one leg in two different boats, one leg each in two different boats, where you go? Pretty soon you'll be falling in the water, I tell you. Because the boats will drift apart. And then before you fall, you'll get hurt too. So I give examples. You can't have your face towards the sun and your face away from the sun at one and the same. You have to choose. You have to make this choice. Bhagavan gave this now in these verses of the second chapter, and he makes a very strong and powerful case for enlightenment. This is the only solution to the eternal malady of human beings. Enlightenment, God realization. All other things will be piecemeal. And therefore, in Hinduism, we don't say, you merely go and pray for Bhagavan, you give me this, Bhagavan give me that. Please remember, if Bhagavan give you one atom, that atom comes with negative and positive, isn't it? So you go and pray to Bhagavan for this, praying for this, praying for the other thing, and anything he gives, he'll have to give that also with positive and negative. He cannot give anything with positive alone, because the nature of the world is that. See, suppose you pray to Bhagavan for money and he give you money. For money does only have positive or what? Till that time, no kidnappers are following you. When you get money now, I know one man, his security said kidnap him. He tell me, yes. So how Bhagavan will give you anything without negative? Not possible. So he said, anything you want, pray to the Lord for you. The best thing is to seek Atma Jnana. So you come out of the cycle of birth and death, come out of the sansar. So then there is no problem. This is the solution. Now, some people say, no, okay, I don't want this Atma Jnana. No, that is why I will stay right here. I'll come take birth after birth. Bhagavad Gita allows that also. No problem. But when you stay, don't complain. But human being, he can't stop complaining. He want to stay, he want to have the cake and eat the cake. That will not happen. Once you stay in the samsara, you will have joy as well as sorrow. If you don't want sorrow, then come out from samsara. Once you stay in samsara, be prepared for both. Samsara is dvandva samsara, it's made of pairs of opposites. Every atom can function only because there is negative and positive. Every bicycle has two pedals. If you one pedal, where the bicycle will go? When you make this forward stroke, then I have nothing to bring it back to make a next stroke. It needs two. Right. So the solution is Atma Jnana. Bhagavan is giving this to Arjuna in this second chapter. And Arjuna wants to know now in this last portion called Sthita Prajna Lakshana. What are the traits and characteristics of this enlightened soul? Atma Jnani. What are his traits and characteristics? It is So how does he laugh, walk, talk, eat, sleep, this, that, conduct himself, behavior, lakshanas, gunas, qualities, like that. So now Bhagavan started Prajahati Yada Kaman Sarvan Parthamanogatan and all from number 55, coming down all the way to the end. So now he's telling, before he tells some more traits, he's telling about how people also acquire these traits. How do we acquire these traits of a Mahatma, enlightened soul? He says, and this is where we have to start today. Na asti buddhi ayuktasya. A person who is ayukta, he will never have knowledge. He'll never get gyan. Ayukta, this is a very favorite verse of mine. You will hear me quoting this verse so many times. Everywhere you will hear me quoting this verse. Lovely verse. Some of the verses, let me tell you something. Ganga flows for 2,500 kilometers, coming down, winding and all, coming down from Gomukh all the way to Bay of Bengal. Whatever number of kilometers, thousands of kilometers it comes, right? Ganga flowing. But people don't go everywhere in Ganga to bathe. People will bathe in Ganga in Kashi. People will bathe in Ganga in Triveni, Prayag. People will bathe in Ganga in Rishikesh, Haridwar, like that. Certain points only in that Ganga, people stop and take a bath. Like for example, Karani River is there, right? You don't go and burn people all around your whole bank from Piako till the swamp. You go and you burn people only in one spot, you see? So the rivers, the holy rivers of India, they are like that also. So if people say, I took a bath in Ganga in Kashi. Oh, sab paap ko nash kar diya. I remove all my paap. But if you go down the road where to have no city and nothing, Ganga just flowing and you take a bath, you feel nothing. How those places have developed such awe in the minds of people. Instill such awe in the minds of people. So, in the same way, it is said in this Bhagavad Gita, as you're going through from verse number 1 to verse 700, right? There are certain places, those verses, they become like tirat, you stop there. This is going from 1 to 700. And those verses have become such powerful verses, and people can't stop reflecting on those verses. This is one more. There I told you verse number 16. Na sato vidyate bhava na bhavo vidyate sataha uvayorapi drishtuntaha tvayostattvatashiri. That verse is you will never finish studying in one lifetime, or 2 lifetimes, or 2,000 lifetimes. So here now, he says, for the person who, a very nice verse, na asti buddhi ayuktasya. The person who is ayukta, he will never gain knowledge or wisdom. So what is, then you have to study what is ayukta. Ayukta means one who has not chosen the spiritual path. This coming to this spiritual path should not just be what we call as a, what do you call that? Makeover. It should not just be a, human beings are very good at putting on one face but doing something else. So it was just a show. In Trinidad, language, let me tell you, in Trinidad, I use this thing. Coming to this spiritual path should not just be a puppy show. You understand what I'm saying? Means when you come here, this is a very serious matter. A very, very serious matter. You can't be having one foot in the temple and, one song is there. What is that? Dorang Duniya Mein or Do Rasate. There are 2 roads in life. Do Rasate. Ek mandir jaake. That same song, one goes to the mandir and the other one Maikhana. Maikhana means rum shop. Mukesh song. So 2 roads, one going mandir and one going. Better choose one road. Two roads is just a puppy show. Because you're neither here nor there. This is what this Gita is about. So the person who chooses two roads, so one day here and one day there, na asti buddhi, means that person will never get knowledge or wisdom of Shastras. You'll just be going there because, you know, it's a kind of window dressing, a kind of puppy show, a kind of social obligation. You know, Sunday, you know, my family going, so I'm going to where? Everybody going, and I'm going to meet that Swami, that's a boy, me see you. So that will look bad, you know. So me want the Swami to tell me, well, so I better go. In Trinidad, we have this habit. This kind of thing cut out. I'm going to show my face. Have you heard? I'm going to 7 days yajna, man. I want to show my face one day. But that's not the reason to go yajna. The reason to go yajna is that you want to be deep down inside at the fundamental core of the personality. You want to be a spiritual person, to tread the spiritual path like a giant of a sadhak. You're going to show your face. 7 days, yeah. And if 9 better, I have more time. I have more days to show my face. No. You take up this path. So this is the person who is like that, he called ayukta. Yukta means that person is with himself, man. From yuj, same yoga word, yuj, to unite. He is with himself, he knows what he is about, he knows where he is going. He has a direction and purpose in life. Don't be taken by the tide like a coconut floating in the sea. When the tide rise, he rise. When the tide drop, he drop. Well, you're a coconut or what? One man said, no, you live on the cocoa part.
I'm not.
Is the other part? No. He is called ayukta. He is undecided. His life is split. You see, yuj in Sanskrit means to unite. His life is split. He doesn't have a whole personality, half a personality here and half there. Ayukta is called. Nabuddhi asti. That person will not get this knowledge of Shastra. This thing will forever elude him. He'll go to that temple for 40 years and that thing will always elude him. He'll not understand head nor tail what's going on there. Some people say, Swamiji, man, you're discouraging people, man. At least the man will go one day, you know. No way you tell him, no way you come at all. I am telling a very simple thing. I am telling you, if you're doing this thing for 40 years and you haven't made up your mind, then you're really not getting anyway. Make up your mind. My point is about making up your. Because I don't mind if you stay on that side, you know. Either you stay there or you come here. That is what I'm talking about. That is Yukta Purusha. Yukta, the fellow who's staying there is better than the man who's two sides. He make up his mind stronger. Swami Vivekananda used to say, you give me 10 criminals and I'll change the world. Because criminals have more resolute mind, firmness, and decisive in what they. When we say we're going to rob this bank today, we're going. Resolute mind. Huh? They have a guna quality which so-called sadhaks don't have. Spiritual aspirants don't have. Huh? Do or die. You see Ravan? They are backing down. People of irresolute mind. Ambiguity is there in there. Ambivalence. So na asti buddhi, for that person, no wisdom will come. In fact, let me tell you what happened to he. Whatever he hear in the temple here, and whatever he getting outside there, that one go corrupt this one, and he go turn this thing upside down. You see that all the time or not? He come in the temple, and the Baba, the Pandita says some one thing, and he gone and he turned that thing upside down. That's like you have nice pure sugar water with tulsi leaf. How nice that taste. Sugar water and tulsi leaf. And he come and he drain water now and he mix that with this. Who want to take this anymore? Seek one. Stay with one. So that person will not get this knowledge properly because it's always diluted and mixed and contaminated with other things. Nasti buddhi ayuktasya. Nacha ayuktasya bhavana. The next line, the next father says, the person who doesn't have this wisdom of Shastras, bhavana means meditation. He cannot be at one with himself. He cannot meditate. He will never be able to sit and just be, I am so happy, so contented, so fine, just being with myself, being contented and being at one at home. He will not have that. Meditating on the higher reality. Nacha bhava is shana. Nacha yuktasya bhavana. Then, if he cannot meditate, the third part says, Nacha bhava is shantihi. That person who cannot meditate will never have shanti in life. Never. Shanti will come through shanti, and you'll have a moment of peace that we don't dispute. A person will have a moment of peace, and a moment of tranquility and aloneness, and they feel good. And as soon as you're basking in the moment, something happened, and your mind again gone. True shanti, that person will not have. The one who has not meditated properly. Then, ashantasya kuta sukham. For the one who doesn't have shanti, where is the happiness in his life? In other words, this is the equation in Bhagavad Gita, where shanti and happiness, they're one. Said to be one. Equated. Shanti is equal to happiness. Happiness is equal to shanti. We are not talking about pleasure, eh? When you eat a nice ice cream, or you eat something or drink something, or you have a nice time and you have a party and birthday party and you get a cake, and we're not talking about that kind of thing, and you get a present, and if you have a present where you don't like, well, your happiness is gone. We're not talking about that kind of pleasure and happiness. We're talking about absolute peace, absolute happiness, ananda of the Shastras. Ashantasya kuta sukham. Who has not acquired that peace of mind, there is no such thing as happiness for that person. So please remember the teaching of Bhagavad Gita, shanti and happiness, they are one and same. If you really want to be happy in life, make your mind peaceful. The one who is very peaceful is very happy. He will be in bliss all the time, like that. Alright. Now, the persons who are ayukta, they are being described in the next verse, as opposed to the persons who are yukta. Ayukta means his mind is not really come together. He's a split personality, half a person here, half a person there, mind there, all about. He really has not settled on the spiritual path. Listen to his biography. Bhagavan is giving that. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. 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 of saying what is being propounded here in Bhagavad Gita by Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Another way of saying this whole thing is not that you should live your life and practice spirituality one day per week. It is not that we are living. See, so what you see, life and spirituality, they are two different things. That is what has been handed to you by Western religions and all. It is so un-Hindu. It's not that you have life and you have one day spirituality. It is that your entire life is spiritual. And then whatever daily duties you are doing, that is your means of furthering your spirituality. Someone may argue, you get this thing. This is 24/7 religion, Gurudev used to say. It's not a one day religion. Your life is a spiritual journey. That is what is being presented. So, we are saying, make up your mind. Get into this thing like that only. Get into it means wholeheartedly, 100%. Not 1 foot outside and 1 foot inside. Sorry, but what is being spoken about now is the person who is 1 foot outside and 1 foot inside. Ayukta Purusha means he split. So he will not advance. If you have one leg in each boat, I was telling you, and one boat going south and one boat going north, what will happen to you? And they will turn. Two boats will never go the same direction. So he says now, Indriyana hicharatam yan mano anuvidhiyate. He whose mind follows in the wake of these turbulent senses. The senses are what? Chanchalam. The senses go hither, thither. Watching here, watching there, watching the other side. Listening to this, listening to that. Baba speaking, Pandita speaking, but the mind gone somewhere else. One lady asked him, she was when they going home from church. You see Mrs. Jones get a new hat. The husband said, no, me I see. You see that George forget the umbrella home today? He had to walk in the rain. No, I didn't see. And you see, Charlie get new clothes. The wife must buy new clothes for him. You didn't see? The husband said, no, I didn't see. The wife said, I don't know why you guys go to church. You have seen nothing. This is what happens with the senses. See, Indriyanami Charatam. The senses going. So the air listening, who talking what day, the eye seeing who wearing what day, who do that, who come late, who come late, who come early, like all that. You know, this one that come late. That's what the senses are too. So the mind also going. This is what is being spoken about. Ayukta Purusha. The person who has not really chosen the spiritual path deep down in his heart. Tat asya harati prajna. This turbulent senses stealing away his mind. Harati prajna takes away all his chances of any wisdom, intelligence. Because the apparatus is wild. Internal organ, antakarana, wild everywhere, all over the world. Vayur navami bambasi. I told you last night that Bhagavan is using these words and Arjuna will come back and use the same words and ask the same question again. The same Vayur navami bambasi will again come. Vayur vasu dushkaram. And Arjuna himself uses the same word. But Bhagavan is not like, like us. But what happened to you? You're deaf or what? I tell you that before. You didn't hear? Same word Bhagavan is telling, no. Arjuna will use the same words and ask the same question again. But that is a mark of a good teacher, a compassionate teacher. He will not tell that student. Anyway, let me not tell anything. And we are the kind of student, what is like, the father carried a little boy for operation. Have him on the operating table there now. So the anesthesiologist pull out a long needle. And they just frighten people. They just A little message come out, a little thing has come out from the needle of the top. When you see that, some people are faint right here. He no need for anesthesia for that person. He done gone. So the father asked the doctor, "Wait, that?" The doctor said, "This is anesthetic." Means, "Wait, that?" He said, when he get this, he go know nothing again. The father said, "Well, there no need to give that. Right now, here, no. Now it's that, I don't know." But we did like that. I see the compassion, Arjuna. Because we weren't telling him the same thing. And he come back to ask the, we are Arjuna, you know. We are Arjuna. Same thing you just tell. But Bhagavan is so compassionate. Yes, Arjuna. In 6th chapter, this will, those of you who are coming every night, pay attention. It will come back there again. Same words. And I will tell you it was in the 2nd chapter. So now, he said, this person's mind is stolen away by his turbulent senses. Now, if some part of the apparatus made, you tell me now, you typing on your keyboard and you coming on the screen there and your hard drive missing. Okay. Some of the young people are... What the register? You could not type in whole name and you done. Done nothing. So, if the mind and the senses gone, and his intellect trying to see the mind and senses roaming in this world, taken over by the world, because you have a foot there. That intellect trying to understand all of the shastras and scriptures and enlightenment, moksha, mukti, kaivalya, swarup. Intellect trying to understand all that, but part of the apparatus missing. Kind of half there and half here. So, tadasya bharati prajna vayurna. Like how? He says like a wind. Like the wind blowing away that boat. So his turbulent senses and mind take his personality away. Personality not available here for the teacher to make any dent in that personality. Positive dent. Tasma, therefore, my dear Arjuna, see the next slide. After telling this, therefore, the Lord himself, Asya, O Mahabaho, Nikrihitani Sarvasha. Draw all of these senses from all sides. Pull them like the Kurmangani Sarvasha. So, like I told you, pull them and keep that personality together. Keep the mind and intellect and senses all together here. What is going on here? That is important. What is going on in spirituality? That is important. What is going on in the world? That is only my daily work. My duty in life is to realize God. So serious spirituality is being taught here. Pull all of these senses. Then Indriyani, Indriyebhya, Tasya Prajna. The one who is able to pull like this, all the senses from all the worldly preoccupations, the materialistic world, pull it inside and keep himself at home. Tasya Prajna Pratishtita, he says. That person is the realized one. He is the person Arjuna is asking about. And he whose mind is easily stolen away by some little thing. Janaka Maharaj was sitting once just outside the palace, outside the kingdom, in the forest, on the borders of the kingdom. And some Mahatma had come there and he was giving some Upanishad. The class had been going on for some time. So there were other disciples and students who were sitting in that class. Janaki heard late. He said, "Oh, so Mahatma is teaching Upanishad there. I must go." So he came and he joined the class late. Then he started coming regularly after that now. One day, Janaka Maharaj was late. All the other disciples sitting, Guru sitting. So, time to start class, 8 o'clock. Guru watch, all the students were Janaki not there. Janaki is Sita's father. Janaki didn't come yet. So 8 o'clock come and Janaki not there. So the Mahatma, what channel? 5 minutes past 8, 10 minutes past 8, quarter past 8, 20 past 8, Janakji came. Then the Mahatma, that Guru started the class. So all the other students now started mumbling, grumbling, you see. When we come late, he don't wait. There are people that do that. What do you call it? Pusur. Pusawi. I don't say it hard. How many? When we come late, he class going on. Janak, because Janak is king. He's a Mahatma. He's seen different between king and ordinary people. Yeah, because he's a king. He wait for he. You see. So he treated people equally. What kind of Mahatma he is? What kind of Guru? They start talking about the Guru like that. But dumb students, they say dumb thing. Where you Guru? That's how it goes. Yeah. So that little, pusur thing that reached back the Guru. He eventually go read back waiting. Pulling some cords they were. Anyway, so the Guru thought, and Guru is also there. Guru thought, let's see what will happen. And one day, all that come in time, I think, everybody, 8 o'clock, on the dot, Guru started. Because they were outside the kingdom, the city was far away, you could see, like when you watch some big city far away in the distance. Suddenly they see the city on fire. Big conflagration. So all this, everybody turn around and they see this thing. Man, they get up and they take off. Because they live in that city, All the disciples, they're coming every day from that city only. Everybody get up and run to the city. Janakji sat there and didn't move even, didn't turn his head back to see what was going on even. He sat there looking at the Guru. All disciples gone. Forget Guru and him, I have fire. So when they went there, they realized somehow by some magical sleight of hand of the Guru, there was no fire there. From here they were seeing big fire. When they went there was no fire. So they all came back now. So Guru continued teaching Janakji. The teaching was going on. They wait, they come and they join the class. But you think they go learn anything? Because their mind, they were, how did not fire? How we see fire? Guru teaching, but they were not here. Anyway, the class finished now. Guru said, where you all went? Guruji, the whole city was on fire. So why you all went? But we housed there. All the belonging and possession and everything there. We went to save it. Oh, then when you went there, what happened? We see there no fire. So you came back? Yes. Oh, what happened there? They asking the Guru now. Guru said, me I see nothing. All you see, all you explain what happened there. I didn't see anything. So Guru said, now let us ask Janaka Maharaj why he didn't go. Why all of you ran? Why he didn't go? Janaka Maharaj said, well, if there was fire there, all I call it have fire and thing. I the king, I do out fire, I have fireman for that. You see the king, the prime minister, the president go and take a hose and out and fire there. Wait have fireman for? And besides, I sit down and I listen to this guru here. If the fires take place there and the house and the palace burn down, well, I get a palace from my grandfather, he built. So if my grandfather could have built, why I can't build? I don't know what. My grandfather could have built, so I could build. It have people to take care of that and let it go, it go. I came here to do something. It was only Janaka Maharaj and all of these students had Chitta Ekagrata, single pointedness of mind, who is Yukta Purusha, who brought his personality together on the path of spirituality. All of them, they had one foot here and one foot there. And therefore, when the Guru said no, when he was late on that day, I waited for him. Because this class only have one student. This class has only, see? So who I going to be teaching? 20 minutes I will be talking to nobody. I'm waiting for the student to come. So, this person who is able to draw his senses and his mind, keep it there. That's what is being spoken about. Yeah? So the Guru wants to teach that person. In another very famous verse, Bhagavan continues about that Yukta Purusha, Atma Jnani, how he lives. Because this Arjuna is asking, what are the traits and characteristics of this person? Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Yani Sarva Bhutana Tasyam Jagati Samyami, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Yasyam Jagrati Bhutani Sanisha Pashyato Muni, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Yasyam Jagrati Bhutani Sanisha Pashyato Mune, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, 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 Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. How does this Mahatma live in this world? And what is he like? He's so totally unlike us. That is the idea. What? Ya Nisha Sarva Bhutanam. Whatever is night to all of us, Tasyam Jagarti Samyami. He is described as Samyami. Nice word in Sanskrit. And Samyami means, these Sanskrit words, I tell you, there's one word if you choose, you can go on thinking and talking whole day on that one word. Yam in Sanskrit, yam, yam. Not yam, eh? Yam. Say? Yam. This yam means to control, to keep under your grip like that. What they call yam. To keep things under control. This is dhatu, verbal root. Yam. This is the same root from which Yamraj comes. You heard that name? Same. Yes. Death control this whole world. Eh? Let me tell you something. You do not walk out on the highway because you're afraid you're dead. So who controls you? Yama. Yama keep you from going there. Yama keep you from doing that. Yama keep you from doing that. Yama. He's the control of you. and his sister Yamuna. Yama and Yamuna. Their father is Surya Bhagwan. If you study just know this Yama, Yamuna, Surya, you just study right there. Like one yajna. Yeah, if I had to finish that, I would take one. See, both of them, death. Surya Bhagwan represents time. Because this 12 hours from this side to this side. And time and death is one and same, right? Is on. No. Once the time over, what happened? Yamaraj, alright boy. Time to go. The Farah says so. Because the time gone. See? Anyway, no. But some yummy. So that's samyak yummy. One who is a perfect controller of all his faculties, senses, mind and intellect. He's called samyami. That is the person who being spoken about by Bhagwan here from number 55 coming down. Samyami, master of all the faculties. That person, he is asleep to what we are awake, and he is awake to what we are asleep. What it means, we are awake to all of these worldly materialistic things that lead to bondage only. One trouble after the next we're getting ourselves in, isn't it? One trouble after the next we get ourselves. And our brain does only work halfway. We have gone boasting, we have so many tourists coming in this time, in the foreign exchange we bring in so much money and this and culture is selling, is spreading to the world and all that kind of thing. And we added up half of the brain only working. We only added up all what come in. All the teenage pregnancy and all the drugs and alcohol and all the crime and all the other things. We not added nothing of that. And it cost to the society. And what the long-term detrimental cost to, nothing we added. We only added one side, halfway the brain working. That is an amazing thing. How many man hours lost? Production loss and all that, we don't add. Because we are awake only to all the worldly materialistic things that only lead to bondage. More and more bondage, more and more sorrow, more and more misery. We are awake to all of those things and we know them how they work well and we go and try. But this Mahatma, he's totally asleep to that. None of those things entice him, none of those things interest him, none of those things mean anything to him. He's totally asleep to that. And what we are asleep to is the reality, God, the Absolute. He's awake to that reality. Inherent in the same universe. So when he sees the universe, he sees one thing, and when we see the universe, we see something else. This is the verse, one most wonderful verse. Very famous and often quoted also. Yanisha sarvabhutanam tasyam jagrati samyayi. Yasyam jagrati bhutani sanisha pashyato munehe. The Muni, who is called Samyami here, he's being described over Bhagwan. So, we look at the same world and we see only material things, covetable things. He looks at the same world and he sees Ram. So he's asleep to the covetable things in the world and he's awake to Ram in the world. We are asleep to Ram in the world and we are only awakened to the covetable things in the world. What a wonderful description of the sage by Bhagwan. Alright, now we still have a few verses left in this chapter, just about 3 verses more, but we'll have to see that tomorrow.